And I'd like to share with you one of the best days of my life. Well, I'm going to start it off around 7 o'clock in the morning. I was sitting in my car, drinking my coffee, getting ready to face the day. You know, typically this is a normal morning for me. I drink my coffee in my car, wait for my colleagues to get ready so we could open the bank and go into the branch and start doing our fun, exciting banking day. However, this time it's going to be a little bit different. Instead of doing our opening procedures and walking into that bank and seeing the same faces that we see every day, we're going to be going into my client's brand new RV. Now this thing was awesome. He was telling me stuff about it for weeks, and he finally gave me an invite. He's like, hey Grant, get a couple of guys together, we're going to go tailgate this Chargers game. Pretty exciting stuff. Chargers, not my favorite team, but still, I love football. So we end up going over there. Took us about 2.5 hours to get there, but it was no problem at all. We get inside this RV. I'm thinking it's just going to be a little thing because he didn't really have a lot. And, you know, older gentlemen, I didn't think I was going to have that much fun with them either because we had such a huge difference in age. I was 19, 20 at the time, and he's 50 plus, but one of my good clients. So we end up getting in this RV, 42 feet long. All right, this thing was a beast, amazing. Had 5 plasma screens in it, with the NFL ticket. So we're on our way to San Diego to go tailgate. We got beers in the fridge, which is ridiculous because there was no food in the fridge, and there was a full-size fridge for his RV. So that thing was packed up to the brim with beer. All right. Of course, there was a lot of food that he brought with him. However, all of that was had to put into coolers because there's no room to put it because of the beer. So we get over there, and that's probably about 4 or 5 beers down for me on the road with my buddies. We're playing dominoes, having a good time, getting ready for the game. We end up getting over there, and his RV becomes even more amazing than before. Okay, this thing expands, which most RVs do, but I've never really been in one, so I was amazed. We had like a huge living room in the middle of nowhere, you know, tailgate party. One of the TVs actually connected to the outside of the RV, had an extendable tent, set up the poker table, pulled out the Barbie. We're having shrimp cocktails, playing poker, drinking more beers, of course, and really enjoying all the other games because the Charger game didn't start until the afternoon. So we had the NFL ticket for all the 10 o'clock games. It was amazing. The TVs were so nice that we actually had people standing outside of his RV trying to take a look at the game and see what's going on. So after a while, we finally decide to go to the game. And by this time, I'm probably about a 12-pack of beer deep to myself. So I'm feeling a little toasty, a little happy. We take a couple for the long trudge to the stadium, which was probably like 100 feet. Get there, end up having to drink the beers because we can't take them inside, obviously. Well, we ended up getting some really nosebleed seats, me and my buddies, because we didn't have a lot of cash. We get there, not that bad. We could see this full stadium, but comes along halftime, we're a little intoxicated and decide to be a little clever, and we're like, how about this? We'll go down and try to find some better seats. So we end up doing that. Of course, we pick up some beers on the way at the halftime. So now we're probably like easily an 18-pack deep each, and we started drinking early, like 7:30. We find these amazing seats right behind like the 50-yard line, okay? We are in the first row behind the first column of seats. So, for example, you guys would be like the first column, we're in the row right behind that. So I could see the sweat beating off these players, you know? From nosebleeds to those, it was amazing. Have a great time, drinking the beers, playing the blackout. Don't remember who won the game. Don't remember how I got back in that RV. Don't remember where I got the hamburger that I woke up with. Just completely lost in thought. I see my friends by, so everything's cool. You know, everybody's around in the RV. All the older gentlemen are there too. But man, I had no idea how much fun I was going to have with these older guys. Thinking of such a big age difference, I thought we wouldn't have a lot to communicate with, not a lot to talk about. But it was one of the best days of my life, and I will never again judge someone just because they're a little bit older or a little bit different.